deceived by their false hopes. They were saying, we're Muslims, we should go to paradise. We will not go to hell because we're Muslims. Because all of Prophet Muhammad's followers will go to paradise. They were deceived by these false hopes. When they had the opportunities to do good, they relied on the false hope. We're Muslims, we don't need to do these things. We don't need to sacrifice of our wealth because we've got paradise anyway. They have been deceived. We have been deceived. And this is the same state of the Jews and the Christians who think that paradise is theirs simply because they are Jews and Christians. This is the height of delusion. See what happens, as Allah said. On that day, those of us who are deluded in this way, we will have no light. And those who were with in this world, who were our friends, etc., but who are doing good, who are making the sacrifice, a barrier will be placed between us and them. They will get paradise, and we will get hell. This is our future. This is what we should be focused on. This is what is to come. So I ask you, brothers and sisters, to reflect. As Allah goes on in the same surah, a few verses later, He then said, أَلَمْ يَأْنِ لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَن تَخْشَى قُلُوبُهُمْ لِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ وَمَا نَزَلَ مِنَ الْحَقِّ وَلَا يَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ مِنْ قَبْلِ فَطَالَ عَلَيْهِمُ الْأَمَدُ فَقَسَتْ قُلُوبُهُمْ وَكَثِيرٌ مِّنْهُمْ فَاسِقُونَ. Isn't it about time that the hearts of those who claim to believe become moved and humbled by Allah's reminder and what has been revealed to them of the truth, so that they don't become like those who were given the scriptures before them, and after a long time passed, their hearts became hardened. For many of them were sinful and disobedient. Isn't it about time, brothers and sisters, that our hearts be moved? Moved so that we would become of the believers, of those who actually fear Allah, who would utilize what Allah has given us in this life to prepare for the next, who would come to the aid of Muslims, whether it be those from Kosovo or those from Eritrea, who would come to their aid, sacrificing of our wealth and our time, and also for our families, doing what is right with regards to protecting them from the evils of this society, seeing that our children are educated Islamically. Isn't it time that our hearts be moved, be touched, to change our outlook and to change our behavior so that we can ultimately become of those who believe and earn paradise in the next life? So the millennium, the new second millennium, is not something that we should be seeking, looking forward to anxiously, because it has nothing for us. Christ will not come, the world will not end, as Christians believe, because the major signs have to come, the minor signs have to come, that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ prophesied, and they haven't come. So we will not be caught up in that at all. Instead, we will know what are the signs, but our focus will be on ourselves, on our own lives, on the future which faces each and every one of us, death. That is our future. Death is certain. If we have doubts about paradise and hell, we have no doubts about death. We need to think about death. This is why Prophet Muhammad ﷺ had said, I used to prohibit you from visiting the graveyards, but go and visit them. In the early part of Islam, they were prohibited. But later, it was encouraged, because it is better to remind us of the hereafter. Let us not forget death, which is around the corner for each and every one of us. Either we believe what Allah has revealed, what Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has clarified, and we strive for it, or we don't believe, we become deluded that we're not going to die. Maybe some scientific development will come and extend life. You know, this is what Western science is promising us. Eventually, the pill for old age is coming. We'll be able to live forever. You know, either that, or somebody from across the galaxy is going to come and visit us and give us the elixir of eternal life. Some way it's coming. Either we get caught up in that. This is the New Age religion. Or we look around us. How many of the people of our grandparents' generation are still living? The great-grandparents, the people of our parents. On our own level, people are dying all around us. Let us reflect. We have a chance to save ourselves. I ask Allah to give us the tawfiq to save ourselves. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah khair, brother Bilal Phillips. We will accept question and answers. I'm going to read them out. I'd like any of you that have questions to write them on a piece of paper, bring them forward, or hand them over to the ushers at the bottom of the stairs and give them to me. I will read them out. And you may address the question to either of the speakers, inshallah. Okay, I guess we're going to switch. Sorry. I think we're going to skip the question and answers. I think everybody has decided to leave, so it's quite a commotion. Inshallah, if it's